Hope the screen is visible now.
Not yet.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Now it's come. Now it's here.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
clear.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And I am very glad that I'm seeing here Professor Mamo, Professor Christian, and Professor Om Katil. And I heard the presentations also. Now I would like to tell that today we are celebrating the International Biodiversity Day, a global reminder of the incredible diversity of life on Earth and our responsibility to protect it. So this year's theme is Be Part of the Plan. Calls on each of us to take an active role in conservative efforts. So I'm presenting here a little bit regarding the butterflies of Jammu and Kashmir and integrating diversity into our conservation plans. So in this slide, I have shown one butterfly, which is very uncommon in Jammu and Kashmir, high altitudes. That is a common winged butterfly. We all know that butterflies are the most fascinating insects, and they belong to the order Lepidoptera, and they are also regarded as the flagship species because they are designated as the very good for the healthy environment, and they are also known as indicator species. So if we come to know that how to differentiate between the butterflies and moths, here I have shown two pictures. The left one is butterfly, the right one is moth. And if we see the antenna in case of butterfly, this is the club shaped antenna, and in case of moth we can see the feathery antenna. This is the basic difference if we look into the butterflies and moths. And the another difference, which is not exclusive difference, but we can say the butterflies are seen during the daytime and the moths are most active during the night time. Ashik sir, is there any lagging time?
Yeah, maybe around 10 minutes.
Okay. A little bit I'll like to explain about the life cycles of butterfly. We can see that there are some stages of butterflies life cycle: eggs, and there is a caterpillar stage in which we can see first instar, second instar, third instar, and mostly four instar in case of many other butterflies. And then finally it comes to the pupa stage, and then finally it emerges into the adult butterfly. So every butterfly has its own life cycle time, like 14 to 21 days in case of Danos flaxipus butterfly. Now, as I told you that today we are celebrating the International Biodiversity Day, so I'll talk a little bit regarding the host plants of butterflies. That every butterfly has its own specific host plant, and every butterfly lays its eggs on a specific host plant. Here I have shown one butterfly, that is Papiliopolycter, common peacock, and this butterfly is also a state butterfly of Uttarakhand state also. And here I have shown one plant, that is Xanthosxylum armatum, which is the host plant of this butterfly. And this butterfly specifically lays its eggs on this specific plant only, and also even on some Rutaceae members also. So I would like to talk regarding the butterflies, that we all know that these are the insects which are the indicator species for the diversity, representing particular habitat. And we all know that butterflies are very sensitive to the climate change also. So recently we have known the concept regarding the tagging of butterflies here in our India. Some researchers has started working like the tagging of butterflies, milkweed butterflies especially. I have shown here, like we can see the tagging of butterflies in Western Ghats, and they are trying to study their migratory behavior from Western Ghats to Eastern Ghats. So I'm showing here because I would also like to study such kind of things in future for the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir regarding the migratory behavior of many butterflies, because we have many climates here, harsh winters, because we cannot see those butterflies in harsh winters in snowy areas. So we also want to read the butterflies migratory behaviors with such kind of taggings like things. Butterflies, as we all know, that they also play an important role in pollinations also, and they are very useful attractants for the tourism purpose. And many of the butterflies, we can see they acts as a pests also, as an agricultural pest, like many cabbage white butterflies acts as a agricultural pests also. So here, despite all the importance of butterflies, I would like to say we need to conserve these important butterflies, and being a part of the plan of International Biodiversity Day. So we need to collaborate with the help of many national government organizations. We need to collaborate with many other institutions. As we know that many of the butterflies are listed in the schedule 1 and 2 of the Wildlife Protection Act, which was recently amended in 2022. Now we have only two schedules for animals, and we are schedule 1 and schedule 2 are saying about the butterflies and what type of conservation we need to do for these scheduled species. Even as per IUCN, if we say, most of the butterflies in Indian context, most of the butterflies are not evaluated as per IUCN yet. So we have only Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 1 and Schedule 2, who is giving the lot of protection to these endangered and rare butterflies. So in case of Jammu and Kashmir also, we have so many butterflies which are very uncommon and rare as per the daily observation or daily records. We are not seeing those butterflies on the daily basis. So these are being protected by the Wildlife Protection Act. So we are facing many threats for these butterflies. Like recently, we can say forest fires are happening in many states of India, Himachal Pradesh, even Uttarakhand. One Kalanga forest is being threatened by the even we can say the authorities, like they are going to destroy or cutting of trees, around the 2000 trees, for the installing of some water plant there. That's the urgent need of the hour. We have to protect our forests, and that's the biggest threat for our butterflies habitat. And another is overgrazing. This is a very huge threat for the butterflies in case of Jammu and Kashmir, because we have so many meadows, pastures, and alpine grasslands in Jammu and Kashmir. So we are seeing that here there is a very much overgrazing in these fields. And another threat is smuggling. If we see in northeastern part of India, we are seeing many cases of smuggling of rare butterflies. That is Kesari Hind butterflies is there, butterflies there, Bhutan glory is there. Recently it was in news that some people were caught with so many killed specimens, and Wildlife Conservation Department have catch those specimens. And even we have Biodiversity Act 2002 also, which is showing so many things that we cannot do these things illegally. And there are many cases of road kills also, because we are destroying the habitat of butterflies and constructing the roads somewhere in the forests, and so we are seeing the roadkill in case of butterfly. This is also a little threat to butterflies. And recently we can explain like El Nino years we had recently, and heat wave also, that has also declined the butterflies rate this year. Here I am showing a picture of my village. Recently we got a forest fire in Bunny Hills, and this is a very annoying picture though, and this is also affecting a lot of biodiversity. As we know that there is a interconnectedness among not only among the butterflies, because there is an ecosystem which is getting disturbed due to these natural forest fires. So here I am showing the alpine meadows, which looks very beautiful. And in another slide, again, I'm showing the pastures where the cattle are grazing. This is also a grassland in Gurez Valley. My purpose for the showing of this grassland is that here, if it is clear to everyone that many sheep are grazing here, that's called as overgrazing. So overgrazing is not good for butterflies. So many of the butterflies are feeding on these we can say the pastures are harboring many nectar plants and host plants, and this way, due to overgrazing, we are getting decline in many uncommon butterflies in Jammu and Kashmir. Since 80s or 90s or during the British times, there were many butterflies in our Jammu and Kashmir literature, but as of now in today's era we cannot see those butterflies again, because this can be the result of overgrazing. So to come over this overgrazing, we can shift to the paddocks fields, like we can do the fencing, we can use some other fields for overgrazing. Continuous overgrazing in one field is very very harmful for butterflies habitat, and this can be overcome only just I'm suggesting that we can use the paddocks, fencing, and other sources to feed our cattle. Here I'm showing one image I recently found somewhere on internet and Twitter. Trees per person. Here if we see in India we have 28 trees per person, and if we compare the Indian population with the Canadian population, we have Canadian population have 10,160 trees, 63 trees per person. So we can see the difference, how much conservation we need to do for the protection of our forests. So at the last, I would like to tell that how to be a part of the plan, how we can protect our butterflies. So here we can do one thing, that we can plant butterfly friendly gardens with native plants. Like in Jammu and Kashmir, we can consult many naturalists, we can consult many experts regarding the natural and native plants. We can grow those plants in our gardens, in our open spaces. We can reduce the pesticide usage, and we can create the safe habitats for the butterflies. And there are many policies and acts like Schedule 1 and 2 species are provided or mentioned under the Wildlife Protection Act. We can support those acts, we can follow those rules, and we can encourage the participation of local conservation programs, awareness festivals. Recently we had one festival regarding the butterflies in Jammu region, and we can create other awarenesses, like we are celebrating every year. We used to celebrate the butterfly month in the month of September, and we used to monitor the butterfly. We do the butterfly counts in every region of Jammu and Kashmir. And personally I do the awareness in the form of workshops and in the form of lectures or talks in many colleges and schools where students can know about the importance of butterflies and their conservations also. So I can say like Kenya is the country who has declared one day for the national growing national plant growing day. That is, I think it is in November, some day of November. They have declared that day as a national plant growing day. So I must recommend that we Indians too need this kind of day where we can everybody can plant a tree on that day.
Thank
At the last, I would like to show some uncommon butterflies of Jammu and Kashmir that needs a lot of protection. And these are very rare butterflies, and these butterflies are seen in very few places at very few places of Jammu and Kashmir. So here I am showing one beautiful butterfly, that is Melitaia balbita. If it is clear. Another butterfly is Hyponephili species. This species is also very rare, and I think the butterfly pictures I am showing here, you can see those butterflies only here, and no one has clicked these butterflies till yet except me. This is also a butterfly, that is Albulina galathea. This is also a very uncommon butterfly, and seen in meadows and grasslands only. So that's why these butterflies needs a lot of conservation. This this butterfly again is a very rare butterfly, that is Lycaena cassiapa. This is also a very rare butterfly in Jammu and Kashmir. Now I have shown one slide here. These are also a few uncommon butterflies from my village. Here I have shown one butterfly, that is siren, and I have rediscovered recently this butterfly after 110 years. And we can see in those 110 years, nobody was there to observe these butterflies since the time of discovery. And another butterfly is common lasker, which I recently discovered in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. And third is the uncommon butterfly, that is a glassy blue bottle. And fourth one is the common windmill butterfly. That's a very huge butterfly in our Jammu and Kashmir. Now moving to the next slide, here two beauties are shown here, that is Himalayan tabby and Himalayan brimstone butterflies, if it is clear to all of you. Now moving to the next slides. Here in case of butterflies, we have 6 families in Jammu and Kashmir. Even in India, we have 6 families regarding the butterflies of Jammu and Kashmir. And among those butterflies, we have pansies. That's a common name for one butterfly. And we have 6 pansies in India. And even in Jammu and Kashmir, we can see all the 6 pansies in Jammu and Kashmir. Here I have shown in this slide that lemon pansy, peacock pansy, gray pansy, yellow pansy, chocolate pansy, and blue pansy. These are the 6 pansies we can see here with different colors. Now, this is the 6th pansy, that is blue pansy. Recently in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory, it has been declared as the UT butterfly of Jammu and Kashmir. So this butterfly is common in both Jammu altitudes, that is a low altitude area, and in Kashmir altitude as well. That was the only reason to declare this butterfly as a UT butterfly, so that everybody can see it anywhere. So here some pictures I have shown, like during the morning assembly, we can do some kind of awarenesses regarding the conservation of butterflies, regarding the importance of butterflies. This is the much need. We can do this kind of thing in school assemblies. Here at other places like college level, at college level, I personally did awareness talks in the form of PPT. We can show butterflies via PPT, so that everybody should know regarding the butterflies, the need of the butterflies on Earth. So at the end, I would like to show, if anybody is interested in studying of butterflies, they can consult the two books which are available in Amazon and Flipkart also, which are written by the butterfly man of India, Isaac Kemker sir. That's the Butterflies of India, and another Butterflies of India book is written by the Peter Smetacek sir. These are the references, and I also have published a few books which are also available on Flipkart, Amazon. You can search with my name or Peer Panjal Butterflies of Kashmir Himalaya, where I have enlisted 190 species of butterflies. And rather than that, I have published so many articles on the rediscoveries, new records, not only in India, not only for Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. Despite this, I have worked on another state, that is the Uttar Pradesh state of India. I have recorded many new records for the region also. So anybody can follow me on ResearchGate, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. They all of you can see my literature there, work there. Thank you all of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
May
You gave
I
us
ask the question?
a very practical on butterflies as insects. I think what he did is very good, and how they may be integrated in the conservation plan, instead of being a challenge, how they can be, how we can work on them to make sure that they conserve, the conservation plan. I think what he did is very nice. I like the safety habitat, all the native plants, all the ideas you have about what they could do, they could come up with. I think it's very nice. Also the threats and the genetics and all this that you described is very nice. And the life cycle that you process. The interesting question I have is the insects, the butterflies as insects, they create threats, but there are also other insects that threat. What is the relationship of all these insects? Is there any chance to actually study all of them together and find out how we can then link them to the conservation, the diversity, also the insects as threats, how they can be managed? It would be very interesting